So today I wanted to talk about living a life of flow. You see, sometimes, and I've had to learn this the hard way, when you live a life of resistance, whatever you're working towards, whatever goal you're working towards, you get that same type of energy. But when you live a life of flow, it's far more easier when it comes to you. Now, I ain't gonna sit here and say that living a life of flow doesn't mean that it's gonna take you a lot more time. Doesn't mean that things are gonna have to marinate just a bit longer. But when you live a life of flow, things come to you and align with you more easier. I want to paint a picture for you. Have you ever played tug of war? I've seen tug of war. People on one side, people on the other side. Everyone has a goal of winning. So I want you to think of the side you're pulling on is the side that you're trying to align with. But you're pulling with all your might. You're just pulling with all your might. But if you allow things to come to you, you don't have to hold on for dear life to the point where it becomes something that you regret, things that you find annoying. It's not something you want to work towards anymore. You don't find the actual love in it, the fun in it, the ease in it. It's better to live in a life of flow. Bruce Lee said something along the lines that he lives a life of flow like water. That's how he lives, like, because water flows. And what got me to start living a life of flow was just trusting more in God, leaning more in my faith. And I want to say a massive shout out to my best friend because of how her faith was. I recognized and realized that, like, she's never changed, switched up. Like, this woman has never switched up on when it comes towards her faith. What a great example to have. And I said, if she can trust in God in such a way, who's to say that I can't? I've always trust God, but I mean, like, lean into God, like, really just put all of my faith into God. And then that's when the flowness kind of came in. Like, I just want to live a life of flow. I know things are going to happen. Life is going to be lifing. Things are going to take place. There's stuff that's going to be out of my control. So I rather live in a life of flow of water and just still do my work, still proceed to work towards the things that I want, still set goals. But I think that when we think about goals, this is the part that we're missing, because we keep going over and over and over, like, this is the goal, this is the goal, this is the goal, to the point where either we don't want to do it anymore, it's become too difficult, and then we get it and we don't even recognize that we received it. I've been there, I've done that. So I invite you to live a life of flow. Live a life where you can live more of a life of ease. Things are still gonna happen, don't get me wrong, but still work towards the things that you want with such an intentional energy behind it, an energy that just works for you, an energy that feels freeing for you, an energy that makes you want to get up every day and work towards that goal, or live in that goal, or pursue the things you want to pursue in your life, whether it even just means for you just to simply exist. Live a life of flow. I always think about us being on this earth, and we got God, we got the universe, we got our ancestors all rallying around us. And I cannot fathom the thought of them doing all the work and all the sacrifices they made for you and I to be sitting here and breaking bread or drinking a drink together, for us to not live intentionally. And I don't mean intentionally to the point it becomes exhausting. I mean intentionally to the point where we find our peace. So that's the message I have for you today. I'm going to enjoy this breakfast. First of all, this hash brown, I know it looks odd, but it's a mashed potato in the middle. This hash brown slaps. And then a crispy potato on the outside. The sandwich I picked up is a BLT, I believe. I think so. I don't see the tomato. I think it's inside. But it's a Japanese milk butter bread, folded egg, hollandaise sauce, lettuce, tomato, and there should be a bit of bacon in. Oh yeah, there's bacon in there. So I'm gonna go and box this down because your girl's hungry. But while we're doing that, I want you to think about how you can live a life of flow just for 1 week. What's one thing that you could do to ease yourself just a bit, to live a life of flow? Alright, y'all. Again, I'm gonna go box off this food. I hope y'all have a dope day. Walk with peace. Walk with love.